This is the injury report presented by NYU Langone Health. All right, in today's injury report, we're going to try and figure out exactly what's going on with Giants quarterback Drew Lock's heel and how long he could miss some game time action with Dr. Harshil Matta, sports medicine specialist over at NYU Langone Health. Hey, Doc, what's going on, man? What's up, rookie? Your first injury report. How you feeling today?
I'm good, man. Very happy to be here. Ready to go.
All right. I was going to do like they do in the NFL, name, college, and signing bonus, but the people want to hear about Drew Lock's heel. So the Giants have actually kind of been vague about what he's actually dealing with in terms of being specific. And since we don't have exact info on the injury, what could potentially be going on with Drew Lock's foot? Like, he's out of the boot now, but why put him in one in the first place, especially since he finished the game against the Saints?
Of course. So there's about four main things that could happen in the heel that we'll talk about. So number one is he could have an acute stress reaction to the heel itself, or something like a stress fracture. He could have some inflammation in the back of the heel, so some fluid can go back in there, something called the bursitis of the heel. He could have a little more serious injury that could affect the Achilles tendon in the back, something like an Achilles tendinopathy or tendonitis. He could have something on the ankle, just like a high ankle sprain or a more severe ankle sprain. All of those injuries kind of are sped up the healing process with putting him in a cam boot.
All right. At the time we're recording this, ESPN's Jordan Renan have reported that he's out of the boot right now. So he was in it for the week, missed practice, but he's out of it now. We're going to see if he's going to be able to, I guess, play on Sunday on some backup action. But let's say a non-athlete suffered a similar injury. Would they also be stuck with the boot as well? And what would their treatment and recovery look like?
Of course. Now, obviously, a professional athlete heals a lot faster than the rest of us, but a cam boot or a controlled ankle motion boot is one of the things that we use all the time. And what it does is, number one, it immobilizes and protects the injury, such as the heel or the ankle. What that does then is reduces pain and inflammation and speeds up the healing process. So if you have a controlled movement of the foot that takes away some of the mobility that protects it, then you have a better healing environment. So even a regular person, put them in a cam boot for a few weeks, they heal a lot faster, get them out, get them back to their activity.
Let's go back to Drew Lock. Ronnie Barnes, head trainer for the Giants, one of the best trainers in the NFL. So what does a recovery timeline typically look like for Drew Lock or an NFL guy when it comes to heel injuries? And what's his rehab or recovery kind of been like this week?
Of course. So the recovery process is always in three phases. So you have, number one, the acute phase, where you have pain and inflammation, and you use something like a cam boot in that phase where you're protecting them, trying to get them out of it. Number two, you have the recovery phase, where then you're working with the trainer, you're doing physical therapy, you're getting medications, possibly injection. And then you're getting the third phase, which is a return to sport phase. And in that time, you're getting him out of the boot, you're getting him on the field, you're seeing, can he do dynamic activity? If he passes that test, then he's ready to get back to it.
So let's say he passed the test on Friday and he is like, QB2 on Sunday. Heaven forbid Tommy DeVito goes down. He has to get thrown into the game. Is he limited? What type of pain could he be going through? Like, what could be going through Drew Lock's mind and body if he has to step on the field against the Ravens on Sunday?
Of course. So I think one thing is he's out of the boot, which is a good sign, which means he's progressing to that final phase of recovery. But getting out of the boot and playing in an NFL game is two entirely different things. So his ankle or heel could be stiff. He could be feeling some pain in there. But likely as he gets into the game situation, his adrenaline will likely take over, and he'll be able to play, but I would say probably still be limited.
All right, Doc, you passed the test, man. We had to ease you in with the heel. Next one, we'll give you like a fractured fibula or something, man. Great job. Great job on your first injury report, Rook. Thanks, Doc, for joining us today, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me.